Hey guys, it's Miss Martin here. I'm going to be showing you how to use the tool Edji to read your text for the week or text one for the week and how to use the annotation tools on here. So when you get into the link that I've shared on Canvas, you'll notice that you have instructions up here first. You have your quick labels that you can use in some of your responses. Then you have your text down here. So this is the text that all the assignments will be centered around. And then at the bottom, you have some questions that you can answer. Okay, so now let's get into how to annotate. You'll notice in the instructions that I want you to read the text through one time before you go back through and do the 3 tasks. So the first task asks you to highlight any examples of imagery that you see in the text. And then in a note next to the text, explain what sense it appeals to. So remember that imagery appeals to our 5 senses. So that means it makes you think about the wording of the text makes you think about one of your 5 senses. Okay. So since I've gone through and read this already one time, I'm going to go through and read until I see something that makes me think about my 5 senses. Words. I'm surrounded by thousands of words, maybe millions. Cathedral, mayonnaise, pomegranate. Okay, so I stop here. I think about mayonnaise and pomegranate. Both are foods, and when I think about them and this reference to them in the text makes me think about their taste. So this could be an example of imagery. I'm just going to pick mayonnaise as one of the words. So I click on it to highlight it, and then these 2 options come up. I'm going to click New to create a note. In the note, I'm going to explain why this is an example of imagery and which sense it appeals to. So mayonnaise appeals to the sense of taste because it is a food that many people are familiar with and would make them think of eating it. Okay, now once I've done that, I have to click Save. Otherwise, it will not save the comment and will not post. So I'm going to click Save. At this point, I will be able to see your comment and your highlight. Your peers will not be able to see this, so they can't copy off of you, and they also wouldn't know what your answers are if you don't want other people to know what your answers are. So all of this is private, but I can see it immediately as soon as you post it. And it will show up here in the comments. All right, so I found one example of imagery. Now as I read through, I see down here where it says, words have always swirled around me like snowflakes, each one delicate. So that's an image of, I'm familiar with the image of snowflakes just floating around me as they're falling. It's a really beautiful image. So I want to highlight this whole phrase as an example of imagery. So what I do is I just click the first word and the last word, and it will highlight the whole phrase, and then I can do my note. Okay? All right. That's about it. Make sure you answer all 3 of these. If you want to do imagery, if you want to do the hashtag imagery to link up your responses, you can do that with the quick labels. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me on Canvas and I will definitely respond to you. Bye guys.